Okay, so what I need to do is I need to transform this so that I can map this polygon directly onto that polygon. PQRS is the stationary polygon, right? So that means stationary means it's not going anywhere. It's going to stay right there. So we got to get this one to move. You know, they don't let you just pick and grab it. We're going to have to do, you know, these transformations here. So let's take a look at this first of all. We recognize the long side here, the long side, and then there's kind of the second longest side, right? So where is that those sides here? The long side and the second longest side. That's point P. And opposite is side SR. So opposite this vertex right here, where the long side and the second longest side is this side. So what we probably want to do is we want to probably want to reflect it so that, and what I notice is that this SR is a vertical line. If I could reflect this across a vertical line, because this SR right here is also a vertical line. I see it's also vertical. So I can reflect over it. That would be really good. So what's the name of this line right here I want to reflect over? Well, it's y equals -2. So it's defined by its position on the y-axis at -2. So I'm going to do a reflection. Oh, over the line. So I can't put y equals -2. It's got to include these points, right? So over the line, that includes, let's say, -10, -2, and 0, -2. So that's done already. From -10, -2 to 0, -2. It just went ahead and reflected over that. Now, it's actually lined up. It looks like it's lined up perfectly, and all I would need to do is slide it over and slide it up, and this would be a translation, right? We do translations, and sometimes we even call glide translations because they kind of glide across. So I would just translate by moving my x-axis, or moving my object across the x-axis towards the positive. How many units do I need to move it to? So I'm going to look at this point right here and compare it to R, right? Because that maps to R. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? To get to 0, from -4 to 0 is 4. And then 5, 6, 7. We need to move it 7 units to the right. So we're going to do let's do a translation where we do x plus 7. Maybe I need to write, oh no I don't, just plus 7, right? And now I just need to go straight up. So that's going to be y plus what? 1, 2, 3. So y plus 3. So plus 3. And now I have it mapped there, so I can check my answer. So this is transforming polygons in the plane. We'll try one more and see if it's a little different. Arrange the vertices of the movable quadrilateral, so that's going to be this guy, to construct the image of ABCD after it was reflected across the line y equals -3. Oh, okay. So I've got to just take a look at each of these vertices and think, where would they end up across this line if they were reflected across this line? Well, if D was reflected across that pink line right there, it's 1 unit away, and it's directly, vertically, directly beneath it. So I just go directly above it along this line right here. And I should be able to put it right here 1 unit away on this side. How about 9? Well, how many units away is this? Now, you see me counting, right? Counting's no fun. We could just do subtraction. It saves us a lot, right? Or figure out. So if we have 3 minus a -3, what is 3 minus a -3? Minus a negative is plus, so 3 plus 3 is 6. So this is 6 units away here, right? It's 6 units away. I want to go 6 more units away from -3. If I take away 6 and move -6, that's going to get me down here to -9. And I'm just going to stay on the same line, which is 9 right here. So Well, it didn't want me to go down, does it? How about if I put this one down? We're going to have, oh yeah, here we go, -9, -9, and this guy right here has to be, brought up right there to 1. All right, let's do, I guess this one's going to have to be B next because C connected to B, right? So B was how many units up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need to move it down, and it's horizontally aligned with C, right? So it's a horizontal line right there. And now what's the last point? It's A, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4 units up. So we want it 4 units below the line at x equals -2. So straight down here, 4 units down, from -3 down 4 units is -7. So that would be my image. Okay? And I'll just do one more real quick. Perform a sequence of transformations to map the movable polygon onto the stationary polygon. Well, I guess what I would do first, I know that I need to get this point moved up there. So maybe I'll try a rotation around 5, 4, and I'll rotate it 180 degrees. Let's try that. We haven't done a rotation yet. So we're going to move it around, 4, 5. Let's rotate it around 4, 5 by 180 degrees. Okay, hey, that looks pretty good. Now we're going to translate it down. How many units down? That'd be 4 units. And then over from here to, that'd be 8 units. So let's translate. We're going to go minus 8 units with the X and minus 4 units with the Y. Oh boy. And, sorry, minus 4 units with the Y. So that's how you do those. Make sure you document this when you're done. Whatever your status is, get your name in it here, that it says that you have practiced it. So it says that I've practiced it, and get your all that captured there, okay?